Did you know that 75% of people judges your website based on its credibility? That's right. In the first 3 seconds of people being on your website, they will most likely click away or check out what other things that you have on your website. Hi, I'm Ivana, content and SEO specialist from SEO Curly, and today we're going to talk about how to improve your website. And the best part is that we're going to talk about how to do it without any technical knowledge. So Ivana, my website is not getting any leads. What should I do? Let's talk about why your website might not be working out for your audience. There are 3 reasons why. First, your website is not really mobile friendly. Second, it's not clear exactly what you do. And third, is that it might be too slow for your users. So let's talk about the mobile friendliness. Did you know that 60% of people nowadays searches through their phone? This means that we should make our website mobile friendly. This means that we need to make sure that our icons are getting appropriately sized, and we need to make sure that when we scroll on our phones, everything is accessible usually with the right hand, so everything is accessible with our thumb. So if your website is not mobile friendly, you will lose a lot of traffic. You know how usually beauty shops put on their homepage things like awake like a goddess or like today is a good day to be beautiful? This doesn't really showcase to us what do they actually do. So instead of that, it will be better if we used more words and said something like our vitamin C serum will make your face flawless or something like that. But if you have a website which says something really generic and people don't really understand what you do, most of them will just leave. And the third thing that I mentioned is that your site is too slow. In most cases, what happens is that people will leave if your website doesn't load in 3 seconds. So there are 5 easy fixes that you can do to improve your website, again with not so technical things, but it's gonna really help your website. First thing that you need to do is to compress your images. You can do this with TinyJPG, this is what I personally use, but there are plenty of other tools on Google. You can just search up free image compressor and you're gonna find something that works out for you. Second thing that we recommend is to simplify your design. Over complex design will make the user feel lost, so what I advise and a lot of people in this industry is just to stay elegant and stay simple. The third thing that we can do is to have clear CTAs. CTA stands for call to action buttons, and they will help our users get to know our services, and it's gonna make them click the services to get to make an appointment with you, hopefully. So instead of having short CTAs like learn more or something in that phrasing, it would be better to have a little bit of a longer CTA, which means, let's say you are a dentist in Austin. You would want your website to make sure that your users are actually coming to your local business, right? So instead of learn more about the smile, you should put like get your beautiful smile, like a button CTA. The fourth thing that you can do is the one that I actually mentioned before, and it's about making your site mobile friendly. So the first thing that you can do is that you can go on Google and search for mobile friendly test. There are a lot of websites that do this sorts of test. The only thing that you need to do is put your URL there and they're gonna pop out your mobile friendliness score. If your website is not mobile friendly, there are a lot of ways to fix that, but one of the first thing when you're making a website is that you check if your design or theme is mobile friendly. Make sure that you're using a responsive theme or template. The fifth thing that you can do, and that I actually mentioned also before, is that you can speed up your website. You can use plugins to do this. However, I do not really recommend using a plugin because too many plugins on your website can make your website actually slower. However, this is one of the simplest ways that you can improve the website speed. So if you want to start, you can try out plugins like VP Rocket or V3 Total Cache to enable browser caching and reduce load times of your website. So while these changes seem really small, they will do wonders for your website and the way Google sees your website. So now that we have fixed most of our website problems, we can go on to the 3 tips to get found on Google with the SEO. And this is how you can start. So the first thing that you can do is a keyword research. You can use free tools like Google Keyword Planner or Answer the Public, or just Google search, right, to find the keywords that people are looking for in your niche. So let's say that you have a coffee shop, you would want to work on your local SEO. So you would want to appear on the searches of best coffee shop in New Zealand, or best coffee shop in London, best coffee shop in New York, right? If you have a soap shop, you would want to appear in searches related to soap. So the first thing that you would want to do is to go on Ahrefs or SEMrush and make sure that we are focusing on keywords with low difficulty. However, it's important to note that if you already have a website authority, you do not need to look for low keyword difficulty keywords. So instead of focusing on short keywords like soap or lactose soap, you should focus on more long tail keywords like what are the benefits of goat milk soap. This goes for other niches as well. Let's say you are in SaaS business, you would like to find people that need the software that you're offering. So you're not gonna want to rank for best software. Instead, the best thing that you can do is focus on long tail keywords like software for medical injury complaints or software for medical billing or something like that. The second thing that you can do after you have your keywords is to optimize your content. This means that you need to put your SEO keywords inside your content. This means that you need to put your keyword in the meta title, meta description, alt text of one image, in the H1, in the H2, and in the introduction of your content. This goes for pages, but it also goes for blogs. And the third thing that will help to improve your SEO is to make sure that your content is high quality. Make sure to put in the FAQs, make sure to answer all the questions that your public has related to the project that you're selling or the service that you're selling. Let's say if you have a fitness brand, you want to make sure that you have all the little details about the coaches. If you have a SaaS business, you want to make sure that you're putting in all the details about the software that you're selling, what's the pricing, what are the benefits, why they need it, and etc. etc. So that should be it. Let's recap. The first thing that you need to do is to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. The second thing is that you need to make sure that your website is actually fast. And third thing is that you need to make sure that the website is SEO friendly. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out in the description my free website improvements checklist. And if you like this video, make sure to share it, like it, and write a comment if you have any questions relatable to SEO, website improvements, and we'll make sure to answer it in the next video. Bye guys!